today's episode, it's not an episode. It's not an episode. You don't have a TV show. These are not episodes. They're just videos. Girl, what are you talking about? This week's, I keep wanting to call them episodes. This is not an episode. This is not a show. You're just a person making videos for the internet. I'm losing my mind. Hi everyone, my name is Sima and welcome back to my channel. This week's video is going to be an update to my Queer Eye journey. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, I'm going to insert a link to a playlist that should be appearing somewhere in your screen right now. It'll link to the first video in this series and you can just go through the whole playlist if you have no idea what I'm talking about. But basically I've been doing this self-improvement series and updating you guys once a month on how I'm doing with that. It's nothing spectacular. I'm not suddenly like becoming a whole new person every month, but it's been really nice to do these check-ins and sort of quantifiably be able to see like where I did good and where I could do better and, you know, like just how I'm feeling. The other thing I wanted to say is I feel like I've been doing a lot of makeup videos on this channel recently, and I'm going to continue to do that because I just really like doing makeup videos and I have fun with them. But the one thing is I am not wearing makeup in this video, and I don't think I've ever, maybe with the exception of like my Halloween one, but I generally don't wear makeup in these Queer Eye updates. It wasn't even like a thing I started doing intentionally, but it was just, but I kind of like that I've been doing that. Mostly because I never want to become the kind of person where I feel uncomfortable being on camera without makeup on. I don't ever want to feel like I need to put on a full face to get behind the camera. I don't want to feel self-conscious about it. Like, I've always felt very fortunate, and I feel like a lot of people, this is not to say every person who puts on makeup because I don't think that's true, but I feel like a lot of people like really do feel like they can't go out somewhere or they can't be on camera without makeup on. And I've never wanted to become that person. I've always been very comfortable like going to work without makeup on or going places without, or seeing my friends without makeup on. And like, I still feel compelled sometimes where I'm like, oh, sorry, I don't really like look like I don't really look great today. Like I still like find myself apologizing for it, which is like really stupid because like it's like this is my face and like I love my face, you know, like, or I'm trying to love my face. And like, I feel like the more I separate the act of putting on makeup from the act of like looking good and really, you know, focusing on, I like doing my makeup because I like the like ritualistic aspect of like applying it and I like having fun with colors. I really want to like make sure I keep that separate. So this is a really long roundabout way of saying like I don't have makeup on for this video, and that is not something that I think if you are here for makeup content you should find unusual, because I really want to keep doing that because, you know, like I have really shitty skin right now. Like it's really acne ridden, really bumpy, and really like going through it, and that's like okay, like it's just like I'm a person and that's what people look like. Anyways, that was my little tangent soapbox rant. Let's just jump right into my updates. So I'm just gonna like do what I always do and kind of go through each of the Queer Eye guys and sort of where I feel like I've been doing great in that category and where I could do better, and like if I think they would be proud of me. Cool, because I love doing things for the approval of men. Okay, cool. I'm joking. I'm only half joking. I don't know if you guys can tell, I'm like really excited in this video. I feel like my mood was like so much better in December than it was in November. Also, this video is a little bit late. I'm sorry. It was because like if I filmed it for last week's video, it would have been like not quite a full month. And I didn't want to do that because I really wanted to give myself a full month, but then doing it for this week's video made it so that it was like a little over a month. Sorry. It's gonna happen sometimes, but anyways, cool. Yeah, I feel very good. It's nice too, because I was saying like I was feeling really depressed in November, and I was really worried because, well, I wasn't worried, but I really wanted to make sure I made like a concrete effort to really notice that I was not feeling good, and that I don't always feel like that, you know? And this month was a really nice example of me recognizing that I don't always feel shitty and useless and like I'm rotting apart from the inside. Like sometimes I feel good, and I want to try to like really register when I'm feeling good because I want to try to do that more often. So anyways, yes, December, very good. I didn't do everything I wanted to do, and that's okay, but I did a lot of stuff and I'm very excited to share it. I've been rambling so much. So let's just start with Bobby. I think I always start with Bobby. On the bed making front, which is one of my goals. What I actually have been changing my sheets like every week, which is like a big deal for me because for one, my sheets get dirty, I think like faster than the average person. Like I feel like most people can probably go 2 weeks without changing their sheets, if not more. I don't know if experts recommend how often you're supposed to change your sheets, but like I know some people that change their sheets like every week, and I know some people that change them like once a month, and I know probably some like kind of gross people that maybe don't change them really as often as they should, like at all. But I feel like 2 weeks is probably a pretty average benchmark for a lot of people. I have to change mine every week just because like my sheets get dirty because Luna's always like jumping on and off my bed, and she's like a very big dog and a very you know, sheddy dog, and just like she can get my sheets gross pretty quickly. But I've like really been putting that off, and I've been changing my sheets like every week. In terms of actually making the bed, I actually tried to make my bed with the duvet, And what I realized is I have like it's a pretty shitty duvet that I got like it's a comforter. So it's all one piece. Like it's like the cover has just like the duvet part like sewn in, and it's all sewn in together. Like I can't open and close it. I can't like remove the insides. It's all like one item basically. And so what has happened is over the years of me washing this, because I've had these sheets since like university, I think. The more that's been in and out of like the washing machine, it's like the threads that like keep the inside part like where it's supposed to be have like slowly like snapped. And so now it's like there's like a fabric outer layer, and then the inner layer is all jumbled together into like a giant pile, but I can't I can't flatten it out. So when I go to make my bed, it literally just becomes like I have like this weird fabric that's like sort of almost spread out, and then inside is like a giant bundle that I can't like flatten out. And anyway, so I've realized I can't actually make my bed with that comforter. So I think probably for this month I want to get a new comforter, because especially now that I'm like doing the sheets on a regular basis, I really want to try to at least make my bed once a week. Yeah, but the sheets thing, huge, very huge for me. I'm very excited about it. It's also really nice to sleep on like clean sheets, and it's probably good for my skin too to be changing my pillowcases regularly, because I know like you're not supposed to like the less often you change your pillowcase, the worse it is for your skin, because like all the oils like absorb and then you're just rubbing your face in it all night. And like there's a whole spiel by like skincare experts about how you should probably change your pillowcases very often. So that's cool. The other thing is I did some of the cleaning I wanted to do. I put down that mat by the front door just in time for winter. It's finally started snowing, so that's good. I had to tape it down, and it's taped down. It's all where it's supposed to be, so I'm very excited about that. I've been doing a lot of like fairly regular like just tidying. I need to do a little more. There's a couple things I still really need to tidy up the couch, but I've been feeling very good on the cleaning progress. My Unis Aunts poster hasn't arrived yet, but I think that should either arrive in January or maybe February, I believe is the estimate, but I'm really rooting for January because that means I can put it up this month. I also still have to put up my Halloween stamps thing from my frame from last month, but that's very exciting. Oh, and for Christmas, Becca, dear, sweet, wonderful, like too good for this world, too pure cinnamon roll Becca got me two things for Christmas actually, but the one thing that is relevant at this time is she got me this. I hope you guys can see that. Sorry, I'm like moving it because I don't know if you guys can see it, but it is art of Loki from Thor Ragnarok, and she put it in a very beautiful frame, which I originally thought was from Becca's frame guy, because my friend Becca is so cool that she has a frame guy, but I think it's just like a frame that she got and she put it in. But I am so excited to put this on my wall. She already got me framed, like a framed photo of Bucky Barnes from Winter Soldier, and this like, oh, it's so good. I'm so excited. I just want to put it up so bad. I love Loki. This is like my one like real cringe like 2012 era thing that has never let me go, is like I love Loki. I have loved him since Thor 2011, and that will like never die. I don't care if it's like problematic to stand the villain. Like I don't care. Villains are fun. Loki is so fun. His character development is so good. I love him. I love him. I'm so excited to put him on my wall. So hopefully for next month there's gonna be lots of artwork. So yeah, that's Bobby. I'm talking so much today, you guys. Okay, cool. Let's do Antoni next, which is like food and like nutrition and taking care of yourself in that department. I feel like I mentioned last month, probably. Sorry, I keep making faces. I've been doing this thing where when I'm on calls and people are talking and I'm listening, but I'm kind of like starting to zone out. I start doing like character like load screen poses where I'm just like, it's driving my friends nuts. Okay, okay. So Antoni, I mentioned that we started doing a farm share, and we had it for we got it for 2 months, which is looking really cool. It really makes me like have vegetables, and like have vegetables that I don't normally like purchase for myself, you know? Like, I feel like my go-to vegetables are like snow peas, or I love asparagus, or like green beans. Like I have like very specific ones that I will get and I will like always have them just because they're easy. Oh, I love mushrooms, for example. But like with the farm share, I've had beets, I've had Brussels sprouts, I've had radish. Like it really forces me out of my like vegetable comfort zone, which I quite like. So we've been doing that, which is great, because like also just like I like getting farm fresh stuff. It like makes me feel good because that's like good. It's better for the environment. The stuff is probably higher quality. It's just like it's good all around. I have to skip that for this month though, because I don't know what vegetables I'm allowed to eat on my new food thing that's starting in January. So I'm skipping that for January, but that was really good. There's dog hair flying everywhere. I'm so sorry. But that's been really good for me because just enjoying the vegetables. I've been doing so much cooking this month. I've had more salmon, I've had chicken, I've had a lot of like, I think I only had takeout like 3 or 4 times, which is like for me a really big deal. Like I feel like for a lot of people that's like totally normal. Like that's maybe even a lot of takeout, but like me from like when I was a kid, that was like an enormous amount of takeout to be having. Like we had like takeout like once every 6 months. But for me, like that's a big deal. And I think one of the things I've really recognized this month is like, it's not like either you make a whole meal where you chop up a bunch of vegetables and like cook for 2 hours and it's like a whole thing, or you're ordering in. Like you could just like open a can of soup and that's like fine. And I feel like that's like a big mental barrier for me, because when I was a kid, it was always like, that stuff's not real food. That stuff's like barely a step down from ordering like McDonald's. It's like not good for you. It's full of like preservatives. It's very much like an immigrant brown mother's like spiel of like, this is not real food and like you're gonna have real food. And so I feel like there was always like this weird shame associated with like, if I'm going to the grocery store, I have to buy like the products to make real meals. Like I can't go to the grocery store and get stuff that will be like there for a day where I'm like tired and it's 6 p.m. and I just want to eat something. But I've gotten cans of soup. I've gotten like canned tuna that I can just like, you know, like have leftover rice and like warm up and like open a can of tuna on top of. I've gotten like sandwich meats and I just like throw it together with white bread and some cheese. And it's like, yeah, it's like probably not like the best meal for you, but it's like still better than like either I'm making a whole ass like fancy gourmet meal or I'm ordering McDonald's or pizza or something. So I think just recognizing that like it's okay sometimes to just like, you know, half-ass a meal is fine. And like, yeah, stuff that's probably like super preserved is not great for you, but it's also like, if that's what you have to eat, like that's okay. So that's kind of been like a thing that I've been trying to accept this month. So that's been good. I guess the real thing is I kind of am just in the mental headspace where I'm starting to get really kind of anxious about starting this new like food plan, and I just really want to like get it over with. Like I want to start it and just like get into the groove. It's like the more I have time to think about it, the more it's freaking me out. And I just want to like be able to start it. And I can't actually start, like I think the first like session of this program that I have is on like January 12th or something, but then I have like a week before we actually start like the meal plan. And so I'm not starting the meal plan, I think, until the 19th. So it's just, that gives me like a lot of time to like get anxious about it. And I'm just like trying really hard to not do that and to not overthink it. So I just like, I'm trying to like, you know, just stay in a positive headspace and just be like, get excited for it. Like I really just want to start it and get it, like, you know, kick it in the ass. So I'm excited for that. Let's move on to Jonathan. I don't have a whole lot to say here. I feel like I've been doing way better on the showering like regularly department. Like it used to be that like sometimes I would just like wait so long to shower that my hair would like, it was never gross in the sense that like my hair never smelled, my hair was never like super greasy, but it would start to get like, because it's like, you know, if my hair has like shape to it, eventually it gets tangled really bad, and then the tangles, if I don't like untangle them, will start to kind of like mat together. And so brushing that out takes a while. And I think I've been showering enough where I'm not drying out my hair. Like it's not like a every other day thing, because that's not really good for my kind of hair, but it's also not like going long enough times where my hair starts matting anymore either. So I think I found a really good balance of like when I should be showering. And I think I've been doing good with the hair stuff. Like, do you guys like my new hairstyle in this? I like was trying something new and I don't know if I like it, but I think it's kind of fun. Like mini pigtails. I usually am like a big pigtail kind of person where I do like put my hair in like 2 pigtails, which is like apparently juvenile, but like I don't care, I think it's cute. But I kind of like this like mini pigtail thing that I have going on right now. Hi. So yeah, I've just been trying new things with my hair. I like that I've been, you know, the texture has been nice, the products have been working. I feel good about my hair, I feel good about my showering. I still have not like nailed down the brushing every day thing, but I've been brushing consistently, which is something I cannot say was happening last month. So I won't say it's every day, but it's definitely been way better, like really consistent. My mouth like feels clean, which is like great. Actually, I think I need to book, I think I got like a call from my dentist like last month or something about like booking another cleaning. Like I think it's been 3 months and I guess you're supposed to do cleanings every 3 months? I don't know, but I have to do that. But I kind of feel like I don't know if I want to do it right now. It's COVID, right? So like I kind of feel antsy about, you know, doing stuff like that if I don't like absolutely have to do it. There's a blender going on upstairs. I'm so sorry. Sorry if you guys can hear that. Yeah, feel good about that too. The hygiene's great, guys. I feel really good about the hygiene. I don't really have that much else to say. I think I'm gonna just continue like experimenting with hairstyles and trying to keep this rhythm up and like, again, just like keep upping the mouth washing. Let's move on to tan. So a couple things. I still haven't been doing that thing I said I wanted to do, which was put on a new outfit every day, but I did like have several like outfits, I think, this month, just because like it was like the holidays, right? And like I wasn't going anywhere for the holidays. It was really just like I had stuff planned with roommates and we did stuff. But it was kind of nice to, we had a virtual, like a Google hangout for work. We all wore like Christmas sweaters, so that was kind of fun. On actual Christmas, we just did like, we opened presents because I was working. And so for that, I had like, just like a kind of like a festive t-shirt and reindeer slippers and a reindeer like headband thing that one of my roommates gave me. So that was really fun. And then we had like other, like just like festive stuff where it was like, I just like got to dress up a little bit, which was kind of cool. And also just the fact that it's like officially like quote unquote winter means I'm putting pants on and not shorts. And I always feel like more put together when I'm wearing pants. Because I'm always wearing shorts in the house because I like overheat really easily. So just anytime I have pants on, even if they're like leggings or like sweatpants, I'm like, I automatically feel like I'm kind of a little more together. So I've been putting outfits on, sort of. So that's been nice. The other thing is I can't find any of the outer, like the winter wear. Like I can't find my hat and I can't find my gloves. And I kind of figured I was overdue for a new pair anyways. So for Boxing Day, they haven't come yet because again, it was Boxing Day and that was a couple days ago. So it hasn't really shipped yet or anything, but I ordered this really cute hat and this really cute scarf from Indigo and a set of gloves. They all match and they're like berry toned, color blocked. I'm very excited for that to come because I love the aesthetics of winter. I hate wearing a winter jacket, but like winter accessories like gloves and hats and scarves, I love. And so I'm very excited for that to come so I can really like just get my winter on. Okay, cool. Let's just jump into Karamo. He is the bulk of what I need to talk about as usual. Karamo is, as you know, culture and mental health and just all the big whammies. And I have so much to say. This month has had so many successes and like little oopsies, but mostly like really, really successful. Like I am so just excited, you know? So one, I saw Sarah, my therapist, 3 times in December, which like jackpot. It's because I like didn't see her from like, I want to say like March or like February even, because I don't think I saw her in March. I didn't see her from like the end of February until like the end of August. I didn't see her, and then I was seeing her monthly, and then I realized I was gonna have all this money left over at the end of the year, so I just like booked 3 appointments and saw her 3 times in December, and it was great. It was so good. You know, if I had like access to like money to go to therapy every single week, I would be like mentally the strongest fucking bitch of all time. I swear to God. Like every time I talk to Sarah, I'm like, holy shit. It's like she connects these dots, and I'm like, wait, you're right, like everything is connected. So anyways, I saw Sarah 3 times, and it was very good. It was like excellent for me. Everything goes back to my childhood and trauma, and just like, apparently, guys, did you guys know moving around every couple of years will like have long-lasting effects on your psyche as an adult, and will also affect your socialization skills? Did you guys know that? Because I didn't know that. Wow. And also having like really high, really unrealistic, constantly shifting goalposts growing up will give you like mental issues. Because I didn't know that, but like it will do that. It will do that. We're realizing so many things. Oh, okay, so this is like, I swear to God, like 80% of my success in the month of December is happening because of this thing that me and my friend Elaine started called Tasks and TV, which we do every Monday. We sometimes do bonus days, but we do it too. But it's like, we consistently have mapped out every Monday for this, and sometimes we'll do other bonus days. So I think we've done it like maybe 6 times now, because we had like 4 Mondays, I think, and then like a couple bonus ones. But the TLDR of Tasks and TV is basically every Monday at around 6-ish, but it sometimes starts earlier, sometimes a little later. We make a list of stuff we want to get done. We get it done, and then we encourage each other to get it done. And then once we're done, we get to watch TV. And so she gets to show me 2 episodes of Community, which is a show she loves that I've never seen. And I get to show her an episode of Supernatural, which is a show I love that she's never seen. It's kind of like, we do 1 and 2 because Community is like half-hour episodes, and Supernatural's 1-hour-long episodes. And so we're like halfway through the first season of Community, I think. We're like on episode like 12 or something. And then with Supernatural, we watched like 7? Something like that. Yeah, we watched I think 7 episodes of Supernatural and like 13 or 14 Community ones. And it's just been really motivating. Like, cause usually it's like, if I don't force myself to do something, it'll just like I feel like I'll blink and suddenly weeks will be gone, and I will be like, holy shit, like I've done nothing, and like the house is in shambles, and I'm mentally in shambles, and everything's terrible. But with that, it's like a consistent like date, and it's like you have another person who's like encouraging you to like get stuff done, right? And it's like, it's just nice. And it's also like, it's fun too, because it's like, because the reward is you get to show someone it's not just like you will self-reward yourself, which is like, I don't work well with stuff like that, because I'm like, I could like do X and then go watch Y, or I could just go watch Y and like bypass X entirely, because like I'm not very good with like self-regulating like that. But because there's another person involved and you want them to watch the thing that you like, it's like there's definitely like actual motivation there, because it's like, if I don't do X, then Elaine is not going to do Y. So it's been great. And also it's just been really nice to like have a consistent like socialization block too. Humans are social creatures apparently, and so having that consistent like chunk of socialization has been so good for me. And so it's been just really nice to have this consistent block of like getting stuff done every week. And it's like, sometimes it's like I don't have that much to do. Sometimes it's like I have to do the dishes and like take out the trash and like, I don't know, check emails. And then sometimes it's like I have to do a bunch of things. I have to do laundry, I have to vacuum, I have to do the dishes, I need to clean up like X, Y, and Z, I have to mop the floors, I have to like changing my sheets every week has been part of the task and TV thing. Like it's been looped into that, and so many other things. And so it's been so good. I just feel so good and excited about it. And it's also really nice because I get to like I said last month, I was like really grieving Supernatural ending, and the Supernatural like finale gave me so many feels for the pilot, and now I get to like show that first season of Supernatural, which is like so good, to someone who is like super important to me. And like, it's like, you know, when you like show a friend or like just anyone you like care about, like you show them something you really love, and you're like really hoping they like it, because like sometimes, you know, people just like, don't like the same things. That's cool, but it's like you really want them to like it, and you're like really hoping they're not gonna start like tearing into it and being like, this sucks. And they do like it. Is there a better feeling? Is there a better feeling than showing a friend something and hoping they're gonna react well, and they like react like not just well, but like better than you were hoping? Oh, that's me showing Elaine Supernatural. It's been so good. And I love Community. Holy shit, like why have I not watched Community until this year? Because like, or last year I guess, until 2020. Why did it take me so long? Community is such a funny fucking show. I don't like sitcoms. I do not like half-hour long situational comedies. I just don't, they're not my thing. I can't get into them. But like, I literally want to binge Community. It's so good. Like, I cannot believe I think it's the characters, right? Like the characters are just so fun. I love it. It's so good. It's so good. Sorry, that was a whole other unnecessary tangent. Work is interesting. Work is, there's stuff going on at work, not directly related to me, but just stuff going on that makes it very stressful. But I've also had a couple days off because it's been the holidays, so that's been nice. I did mention last month that I did my self-evaluation, and then we, like, when you do those, it's like you have like a formal check-in about your evaluation that hasn't happened yet. I think that happens in March. But then you just, like, I just had like an informal, like, talk with my manager. And it was like, so I've been doing these self-evaluations for like 3 years now, which is how long I've been like at the company. And I didn't realize, because when you fill them out, you can put in links. So I've been putting in, like, I've been like highlighting words and then using them to like link to articles and stuff I've written this whole goddamn time. And I only found out that like talking to her this time around that none of those, they just print them and like they never get the links when they go through. So I've been linking to stuff as like evidence of how great I'm doing and like putting things like in incomplete sentences with the context that it's gonna link to something that will like finish that thought. And none of the links have been going through. So I'm just like, what the fuck? Anyway, that was just a funny little anecdote I want to tell you guys about. The one downside is you know how my goal for last month was to do 2 workouts this month? I did 1 last month. I did 0 this month. I actually had like a yoga date planned with my roommate and her boyfriend, but the day they were doing it, my back just was like super fucky. Like I just woke up and it was like, and it still really hurts. Like I just like leaning this way like is like very painful. I don't know why. It's like way deep in there. It's like there's like a ball. Anyway, and it hurts, so I have to pass on that. But I'm hoping that that can be rectified because I did so many other really, really good things. For example, I said I wanted to draw or play the guitar, and guess what, baby? I drew. I drew for like, I don't know how long it was, probably 30 minutes, maybe? I don't know. It wasn't like a huge chunk of time, but it was nice. I tried out my new like alcohol markers. I drew an orca from memory, which was really hard, but I love them. And I kind of like how it turned out. It didn't turn out as bad as I thought. Like I apparently have been staring at those animals long enough that I can draw an anatomically decent one from my brain. So that was fun. That was cool. Oh, and I read a whole book, guys. You know how I started reading Kill the Boy Band last month, and then I read it once and didn't pick it up again. I picked it up again this month. Again, it was only 1 session, but I read the whole rest of the book. So really, it took me 2 sessions to read this book. So if I actually carved out like blocks of time to read, I think I could like get through books pretty quickly. I just like need to carve out the time where I'm like, you're not allowed to look at the internet. But I read Kill the Boy Band. It was so good. I cannot explain to you how good Kill the Boy Band was. I feel like, I don't know, I want to meet Goldie. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce her last name, but Goldie it's something with an M and it ends with ski, but I can't remember the middle part at all. But I want to meet her and talk to her about that book because it's like, you can tell it's like someone who has very valid criticisms of fan culture, but 2, has written it from such a place of love for fan culture and how like it's not a complete waste of time. And like girls who invest like hours and hours and energy into like quote unquote standings things, like they're not like, just like brain dead like zombies, you know, like it's powerful in a way. And I don't know, it was so dark and funny. It was so fucking fun. Spoiler alert, they throw a body off a roof. It's so, oh my god, it's so good. Elaine said I should do like book reviews on here, but I don't know if I can do it for that one because I feel like you should probably have something substantial to say about a book. And I wasn't taking notes or anything, I was just reading it. And all I have to say is like, it was really funny, really well executed. It did actually have like twists and turns that I did not expect. Like I didn't expect the quote unquote body, like I just didn't expect a lot of the twists. And it was just like the self-referential stuff that you only understand like specifically if you know anything about like One Direction and 5 Seconds of Summer. So good. Like it was like very enjoyable for me. But I don't know if I like have the right type of media consumption to effectively do a review, but I don't know. If you guys would like that, let me know. But yeah, so good. Very excited that I finished a book. The next book I want to start is Empire of Sand, which is the other one I picked up from the library that my other friend recommended to me. I am very excited to read that. I like fantasy, so I'm hoping I will enjoy it. And I think that's like the first book in a series, so if I like it, I can go pick up the next one. Although I think the next order I'm going to put at the library, I'm also probably going to try to pick up the first volume of Full Metal Alchemist because Elaine has been like really trying to get me to read that. And I also think because it's like, I was gonna call it a picture book because it's a manga. Is that the correct term? I'm sorry, I've never been into like manga or anime, but I think that's what they're called, right? It's like the Japanese comic books, right? That's what they're mangas. My brain wants to call them manga, and I just feel like that's not right. Anyways, I want to pick up the first volume of Full Metal Alchemist to read that because I've heard good things, and also allegedly as a supernatural stan, I would probably also enjoy that. So we'll see what happens. Oh, also, I feel like super social because again, all the Christmas gatherings we had like a Dungeons and Dragons gathering. We had all the Christmas gatherings where we like had really good food together and like just got together and chatted. And again, it's like when I chat with my roommates, I realize I really like socializing, but then it's like when I go back downstairs, I like forget that like I'm allowed to go back up there and like no one's gonna be like, why is she up here for no reason? Like I keep thinking I need a reason to go upstairs and I can't just like go hang out up there. But every time I am up there, we have so much fun. But we had a couple movie nights, and I watched Home Alone, and I watched Die Hard, and I watched Soul. And I had not seen any of those movies. Soul like just came out, so like that's normal. But like I like everyone's like Die Hard, and I finally have seen Die Hard, and I now understand the discourse about whether or not it's a Christmas movie. Yes, it is. It is a Christmas movie. It's not a movie that I could ever watch without company, I don't think. Like I would never be like, you know what I'm in the mood for right now to watch by myself, Die Hard. Because like, why was there so much bloody foot action in that film? And for what reason? I don't understand. I don't know. It was highly disturbing. Ugh. But I did really enjoy Die Hard, and I really did enjoy Home Alone. Like, you know how I feel like I mentioned in my November video that I don't understand really the hype for Ghostbusters and Rocky Horror. Like I feel like it's a lot of nostalgia value and like products of their time. With Die Hard and Home Alone, it was like I understood the hype, you know? Like, again, not to be like Die Hard is like cinematic masterpiece, but it was like funny, and it was like, I understood why it was like a tradition for people. Anyways, Soul, I don't know why I'm reviewing things right now, like for you guys. Like, that's not what this is meant to be about, but I feel like I consume things and I feel the need to share my opinion. Everyone really likes Soul, from what I can tell. I thought it was very underwhelming, and I don't know if that's a video that I should make. I don't know. I don't know if it's my place to make a video on that, but I did find it was very underwhelming, and I also kind of found it a little bit #problematic, but whatever. Oh my god, okay. So I had another blood test. That blood test was, again, it was great. What I learned is I have many deficiencies in vitamins, which is part of my tasks every week now, is to refill my pill holder to like have vitamins. And then Elaine has been trying to remind me to take my vitamins with food because I'm very bad at doing that. But I have like many deficiencies, so I'm trying to rectify my deficiencies. But I had to do this stupid blood test. But what they didn't tell me was that the blood test came with a freaking urine test. And also for some reason, like my like appointment at the blood test facility got like borked somehow in their system, so it disappeared. And so I had to wait half an hour, which was fine, I guess, even though, but I just felt really bad because my roommate and her boyfriend were like waiting for me. Like, they offered to drive me because it was supposed to use a quick in and out because I had an appointment, but it turned out to be like longer than that, so I had to wait half an hour. Then I got my shot. Then I had to like pee in the little cup, but no one told me I had to do that. So I peed before I left the house, so I had to chug water. And like, you know when you really need to like pee for something and you get like performance anxiety about how you need to pee? That happened. So I was like thinking about how badly I needed to pee, and it was like giving me stress. And so like I literally was just like unable to pee for like 2 hours, and they were waiting for me, and I felt like literally like, I felt like the worst. Like I still think about that, and I'm still like, you are God's mistake. Like, you are the worst person on God's good earth for making these wonderful people who volunteered to take you wait for so long. And it was just like, oh my god, it was so bad. It was so bad, you guys. I am gonna be haunted by that day for like the rest of my life, I think. Like, for real, I'm just gonna be sitting at home like minding my business one day, and my brain is gonna go, remember when you really needed to pee and you just like didn't pee and people waited for you to pee for 2 hours? Anyways, kill me, kill me, kill me. I'm trying to think of what else happened. Oh, so Christmas was very nice, like I said. In terms of presents, I got Detroit Become Human, which kind of loops into what I was gonna say, which was I have started playing more video games. I've been playing the Spider-Man PlayStation 4 game. I'm currently stuck on a part that's like near the beginning because I'm not very good at the PlayStation controls yet. But also I've been wanting to play Detroit Become Human forever, and I finally could do it because I finally got a PlayStation 4. Yes, everyone has already moved on to the PlayStation 5. I don't care. I have a PS4 now, and I now have Detroit Become Human because my other friend, Broad, all my friends are getting shout outs in this. Broad and her roommates got me Detroit Become Human for Christmas, and so now I can play that on my PlayStation, so I'm super excited for that because I love like the games that A have like fairly easy to understand controls, like it tells you what button to press and when to press it, and B, like really good storylines like that. Like I love like in-depth, like your choices affect the storyline kind of things. Like Until Dawn is another one that I really want to play. So good, so good, so good. And so they also got me metal dice, which was very exciting because I used them for the first time when we were doing our house Dungeons and Dragons campaign, and it's just like metal. Again, I've been wanting metal dice forever, but I never wanted to like take the jump to pay for them because they're like way more expensive than like plastic dice, and I just didn't feel like I played Dungeons and Dragons enough to like justify it. But they're green, it's like Slytherin green, and they're just like so beautiful, and I'm like, oh, so good. So I'm just feeling so good, guys. Did you guys know like having friends is like a good thing, and like friends make you feel good about yourself? Oh, and I think the last thing I was gonna say was, I know I mentioned like me and Luna were doing classes. We went to one last month, and then we're supposed to have one this month, but it's gotten canceled because Toronto is under like the most severe of lockdowns again, which, you know, yikes. Not because we have to miss the class, it's just yikes because again the COVID situation is like not good. But we've been doing that. We've been doing training. I want to keep up the training, even though I don't know when we're gonna be able to go and do that class again. She has 2 more classes in her like class regimen, and then so whenever we do those, she should be done, but it's not gonna be for a while because again everything's under lockdown. And that was December and a little tiny bit of January, but mostly December. I feel like I've been talking really fast. I feel like I get really animated when I'm excited, and then my talking speeds up, and I'm so sorry if I do that. Like, YouTube has a feature where you can like slow the speed down if someone like me is going absolutely like nuts, and like I am like a literal like maniac, and so I watch YouTube videos on like 1.5 to double speed. But if you are not like me and you in fact need them slower, you can also take them down a couple notches. So if you need to do that, that's totally cool, and I will not be offended. If you also want to speed me up, because I speed myself up sometimes, it's like power to you. Cool, let's wrap this up real quick. My next month, so this month basically, it's already January. It is January 5th when I'm filming this, so it's going up tomorrow. Usually these will have a couple days between them. This one's pretty on the nose. My birthday is this month. My birthday is on the 23rd. I have a special birthday video planned. I don't know quite how I'm gonna execute it, in the sense that like it involves copyrighted music, and I don't know how I can do what I want to do without, like, I'm not gonna get like channel striked for copyright because it's not monetized, but I don't know if like I can still put the music in the video. I might put some sort of like, if I can find like like a non-copyright version or something, like a cover, maybe I'll do that. I don't know. But I have a video planned for next month that I'm very excited for. Just because it's funny. It's not, I don't think it's gonna be that interesting. Maybe it will, but I don't know. It's just a concept that is very funny to me on a personal level. So I'm literally doing it for me. But anyways, I'm having existential fear about my birthday next month. Or this month. It's January. It's January 2021. Holy shit. Holy shit. Anyway, I'm having existential fear about that. Don't worry about it. So my goals for January are I'm going to transition into my new meal plan, and I will give you guys that update when it happens, but I'm very excited for that. Which also means I can't have birthday cake on my birthday. So I'm probably gonna have cake before I start that, and just maybe I'll take a picture or something, and that will be my like couple days early birthday cake. We're gonna keep trying new hairstyles. We're gonna keep up on, you know, showering regularly, getting dressed, brushing our teeth. I'm gonna keep on keeping on that. Hopefully I'm gonna get a new duvet. Like I hope by I do my next update, I can tell you that I've gotten rid of the shitty duvet, replaced it with something like really good and functional that I can actually like make my bed with, and hopefully do a little more tidying. I really need to tidy the couch, so hopefully I can do that soon. Get dressed, work out twice. That is still my goal for this month, is I want to take my December goal of working out twice, and I'm gonna move it to January. Hopefully in January we will work out twice. And if not twice, then just once. We'll try. Keep socializing, keep on doing tasks and TV, baby. It's been good. It's been so good for me. Really good. Really good. I don't know if I'm making any sense in this video. I feel like I'm just yelling about how good I feel. What the something is wrong with me. Like my mood is like literally like a roller coaster. We're gonna keep reading. We're gonna keep doing a hobby, drawing or guitar, doesn't matter. Gonna keep playing video games. Gonna be a gamer girl. Take my vitamins. And just like, I think this month, because again, the work stuff is gonna be ongoing this month, I think just to really be patient with myself, because that's a very stressful thing that is occurring that I've little to no control over. And so I'm just gonna like, you know, focus on me. Just like keeping my mood up and just like not putting too much pressure on myself for things that are outside of my control, and just like positive energy, putting positive things in the world. Everything is going to be okay. 2021 is starting out good. It's going to continue to stay good. And if it has a couple dips, that's totally fine and normal. And we're just going to get through it. And yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say. That's all the updates I have for you. I hope this was interesting. I'm very excited to see what happens in the next month and what I can bring you guys for the next update. With that, I'm gonna say goodbye to you guys. If you enjoyed this video, if you could like it down below and leave a comment about what your favorite part was, that would be awesome. I love to talk to you guys in the comments. Sorry, I'm like giving Luna like a massage right now because she's like standing right in front of me. If you could subscribe to my channel, I upload videos every week. And if you want to follow me on other social media, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And with that, I will see you guys next Wednesday. Bye!